Hello, you're with IndiaPostLive.com, India's first live conversation web television. Well, all of us are introduced to colors since our childhood. In fact, infants are known to react to certain colors, smile at certain colors, laugh aloud when they see a certain color. And no matter what age you are always often asked, what is your favorite color? Did you know that colors are also used to heal bodily disharmonies? Well, this new system of holistic therapy is known as chromotherapy or color therapy, and it finds its origins from early Egyptian medicine and also Ayurveda. So to tell us more about chromotherapy, I have with me in the studio Swatika Jain. Hello. And I also have Tanushri Bhargav. These two ladies are holistic healers and they practice chromotherapy, so we're going to be talking to them about that. Right. And thank you so much to both of you for joining us on the conversation. I also have with me Vipul Gupta. Vipul, hi.
Hi everyone.
Hi. Thank you so much. Now Vipul joins us from Netherlands, very interestingly, and he is somebody who claims to have benefited from chromotherapy. We're going to talk to him about that. We are going to get his story. I also have with me a psychologist who is joining us online from the capital. She is Nisha Khanna. Hi, Nisha, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to the conversation. All right, so I know nothing about color therapy except that black and red are my favorite because they are the colors of power, or so I've been told. Right? Okay, Swatika, let me first talk to you. What exactly is chromotherapy? Well, I just read up a little bit and I introduced the conversation. You give us your perspective. What is chromotherapy?
Basically, we are colorful beings, right? I mean, we get attracted to colors. Our world is dominated by colors, as much as shapes, right? Even so, basically, colors are all about how we interpret the world and how we incorporate those colors to enhance our energies. We have an aura. All of us have an aura that we talk about, and we have chakras. We have 7 chakras in our body.
What are chakras?
Chakras are basically energy centers in our body.
Okay.
This is basically based on Indian Ayurveda center that we talk about. And there are 7 centers in our body. And each chakra has a particular color. So we believe that, that every chakra, if it gets imbalanced, basically energy balances should be there. So every chakra, if it gets imbalanced, if we incorporate that particular color, we can balance that particular chakra.
How can energy have a color, Tanushri? She said the chakras are basically energy centers and they have a color.
Yeah.
How can energy centers have a color?
See, the human body is made up of different elements, the 5 elements.
Yes.
And it is said that each element has a color. For each element there is an energy, like for air, earth, for different elements from which the earth is, from which our human body is made.
So you're talking about protonic energy, you're talking about nuclear energy. What kind of an energy are you talking about?
We will say, I would say the basic cosmic energy the human body traps, right?
Okay.
So these energies have different wavelengths and different tendency. For example, I would say the darker colors like red. These colors are hot energies, or the hot energies, I would say, and the blue colors are calmer colors.
What about dark blue, like the one you're wearing?
See, the blue colors are basically colors of calmness.
All right.
Even if it is blue, but it will give different kind of vibes than the vibes the red color will give.
So you see, she's readily balanced it with red.
Yeah, I have balanced.
So you've balanced hot and cold.
Yeah. So like, the balancing thing is there in my...
Am I balanced? I'm wearing red and black. Like I said, they are my favorite colors. Am I balanced or am I just hot all over?
No, you are not hot. It all depends. It depends.
I'm not hot. I'm really sad now.
No, you are.
No, I'm depressed now.
No, you are hot.
No, seriously, red and black is what? Because see, I mean, we know that these colors are the colors of power. When you're going to a presentation, you're going to a board meeting, you wear red and black. They say, it evokes the whole sense of...
It is basically the leadership thing. When you want to come ahead.
That's passion.
Passion and leadership.
Yeah, red is the color of passion. The red roses.
Red also excites your nervous system. There have been studies that talk about that. It actually excites your energies.
All right. Let me get now a what I hope will be a slightly different perspective, because you know I want balance even in this conversation. All right, Nisha Khanna, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
All right. You just heard the two ladies, the two holistic healers, Swatika and Tanushree, talk about how you have the energy centers called chakra in the body, and how the balance is required to be maintained. What is your take on chromotherapy, ma'am?
One thing is definitely, as I have a limited knowledge on chromotherapy, but as a human being or as a psychologist and whatever I am practicing,
Right.
I'm basically doing counseling, where we feel there is the energy in the body itself or in a human being, and which can channelize by our own self in different things. I would say it's when you talk about a color therapy, then I can correlate with somewhere in astrology, the way you store the stones you wear, you will get an energy. The same way you wear the colors, they will get the energy. But one thing is very clear, the environment, that definitely matters. If the room environment is either the cooler, when you are indicating about the red color, so red color mostly we say it is for courage, it is for warning, it is for boldness, it is for energizing. So person is already stimulating, that also somewhere matters there.
Right.
But somewhere, and red colors also flows in the body. If you call it the blood, जो लोगों में blood की quantity कम होता है, it is a decrease of blood. The people who are angry, most of the time they have a higher quantity of blood in their body, because the red color is more into flow in the body. So somewhere the temperamental role is there, which you can correlate, even as a chromotherapy can correlate with red color, but somewhere we are finding it that there is a blood which is increased, so that's why the temperament is hot.
All right.
So when you talk about a white color, which we always indicated is pure and clarifies the senses. So when I'm talking about white color, it somewhere gives the calmness to the body, to the mind. It's a very normal thing.
Okay.
Normal in conversation also we says that when the person is want to show that he's clean, clear, like a crystal. So people able to wear in the chromotherapy, I would say the white color or a crystal color.
Yeah, that is why politicians wear white, to show that they're clean. Isn't that why politicians wear white? All right, now let me also talk to my two healers sitting in the studio. How exactly they cure ailments? Let's get to the practicality of it, please.
See, what happens is that when our body is not in balance, if there is a disorder or any kind of problem, the homeostasis state is not there. Homeostasis is basically when there is no balance in the body, right? So what we do is, in color therapy, we balance the color. It can be that the red color, the red color, for example, we are taking red color.
Red stands for what?
If I talk about chakras, I would say the root chakra is the red color.
That's the base.
Yeah, base. So when there are problems like maybe emotional problems or psychological problem like financial issues, stability issues are there, we would work on red. Working on red can be that there is an excess of red, or it can be that there is lack of red color. So we will balance red color. For example, if there is no red in the room, so we will ask them ki thoda red use karo room
Basically,
mein.
how to incorporate red into your own life. Like if you could talk about chromotherapy, there are certain tools you can wear red. You can incorporate in your rooms. It should be in your vision, right? You can use, even we tell people to use sketch pens and use affirmations.
You can
just
use
write
the pens
affirmations and with red color. So that helps as well.
Okay, being a student of science, can I ask you, you talked of red. What about the red bell peppers? I mean, will eating that, does that also have the same effect as
it does.
looking at red?
It does.
Yeah, because you have a conscious awareness that you're incorporating red in your life.
Okay.
When we sometimes the doctors suggest us to eat green things, green vegetables खाओ. Vitamins का भी होता है, but साथ में ये भी होता है कि it is also connected to the chromotherapy thing.
All right. Okay, let me try and get Vipul now from Netherlands. Vipul, hi. Okay, you have been listening to this and you have experienced it yourself. Tell me your story, Vipul. I want to know your story. Vipul, I think, Vipul, I think there's an audio problem. Just hang on, we'll try and get you back because there's a lot of disturbance there. There's a lot of disturbance there.
Yeah,
okay.
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, Vipul, yes, I can hear you now. Tell me.
Yeah, my story. I have been living in Netherlands for quite some time, and I was doing initial my studies.
What are you
Then I
doing?
started.
Sorry, what are you doing,
I
Vipul?
was. And right now I'm working. Initially, I was here for my studies here.
Okay.
And when I got my first job in the Netherlands, I had a lot of expectations from myself and as well as the company had for me. And there was a lot of work stress as well. And that's where I contacted Tanushree and Swatika so they could help me out a bit and try to calm my senses and calm my nerves. So I asked them if they could sort out me in any way. So just suggestingly use blue color in my work area and my surroundings. Though green was my favorite color and I try to incorporate blue as much as I can. So I started wearing blue during my meeting hours and I started writing affirmations with blue sketch pen as Swatika just told you about.
Yeah.
And I could feel the results seriously. I started feeling better and I started feeling cool with blue. That's what I would say. So blue actually enhanced my confidence and my enthusiasm.
All right. How much time did this entire process take?
To be honest, I think more than a month or 1.5 months.
That's it? That's a very short time if you're having work-related stress problems, yeah? You're almost convincing me to become their clients now.
Yeah, you should do so actually, but I think they will give you more insight over that. Though they don't know all things.
All right.
I think the first step is to accept that you have a problem, and then you go to someone, then automatically it happens. You know?
All right, let me get Dr. Kapoor on the line here. Sorry, Dr. Kumar. Dr. D. Kumar is also a psychologist, and he's joining us from the capital. Dr. Kumar, welcome to the conversation. Okay, you need to unmute your mic. You need to unmute your mic, sir. You can hear us, but we can't hear you.
Is it okay now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Welcome to the conversation.
Thanks for inviting for the conversation. I think it's going to be interesting.
Yes, that's what we do at India Post Live, where we discuss a lot of issues under the sun and we invite anyone and everyone to come and join and tell us their perspective. Now, I want your perspective on chromotherapy.
My perspective.
Yeah, you just heard the two ladies, the two holistic healers telling us about the energy chakras and about incorporating a certain color in their lives so that, you know, the color balance is restored. The balance, essential balance is restored. What is your take on that?
Yeah, I have read about many alternative therapies and I have gone through the literature also.
Right.
And there are many anecdotal evidences that they do work. But if we examine them scientifically, then we are sort of evidence. We do not have any solid evidence in support of these alternative therapies.
Okay. So are you saying that scientifically, you know, you are skeptical?
Yeah, I'm skeptical about the evidence about these therapies.
All right. Let me get the reaction. Now, I'm sure, like a whole lot of holistic healing that happens, you know, MBBS doctors, allopaths, maybe homeopaths, I'm not sure, but maybe there is a lot of skepticism to your profession. How do you deal with that and how do you counter it, most importantly?
See, I would say that, you know, the father of chromotherapy is actually an Indian scientist, Dinsha Gadiyali.
Okay.
And in the 1900s only, he actually came out with an encyclopedia.
No, but before that, let me just, you know, I was just doing some reading. Ibn Sina, he was a Persian polymath. And in the year, he was born in 980. So between 980 and 1000 something, he said, red moved blood, blue cooled blood, and yellow reduced muscular pain. So actually, the first guy who talked of color and healing was way back in, you know, the 980. He was a Persian. Then Augustus Pleasanton, in 1876, he said in his book that blue is good for crops. So the fact that the crops, you know, get the blue sky, it's good for them. And blue also heals diseases in humans. So he also talked of color. So I'm supporting you there. Give us the Indian perspective and then we'll go on.
Right. So basically, he actually gave an encyclopedia of how, like scientifically, color can actually enhance 400 types of health disorders. And it's there. And a lot of experiments have been done on
Enhance
this.
the disorder or cure
No,
the
no,
disorder?
cure the disorder.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got a bit worried there.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right.
Right. So basically, and you know, like if we talk about psychology, we all know that there was an article in American Journal of Psychiatry that, you know, green light actually helps people with seasonal affective disorder, and seasonal affective disorder actually talks about you know, the cause is that there is a lack of light in winters. So green light actually helps, and if we talk related to chakras, green is the color of heart chakra, and that's where the emotions, and that's where it's an antidepressant, like green light.
All right.
So we can say that with green light we balance the heart chakra.
So what kind of diseases do you really cure? Then I'll get back to Dr. Kumar. What kind of diseases do?
See, we can cure the emotional issues, and when we talk about physical, even the disorders like psychological disorders like depression, it is said that when the places where there is less sunlight or people are not going out, they are more prone to disorders like depression. Even some disorders like I would say that stability related, or even there are studies in which it is seen that disorders like paralysis, in this disorders also, when we work with root chakra, these can be cured. Though these are chronic diseases, so it takes some time, but it can be cured. With, I am not at all saying that the person should not take medicines or something, but he should add these things.
So you're saying that enhances the effect of medicines?
It enhances.
Dr. Kumar, what is your perception? Then I'll go across to Nishaji also. You know, they are saying that it can enhance the effects of drugs per se.
it works best when it's used
both
with
the
As a combination, combination therapy, as you know, an addition to what you're already doing.
Yeah. First, I would like to clarify one thing that we are discussing about chromotherapy and advanced
Sorry, okay, no, Dr. Kumar, your voice is, I'm unable to hear you. Let me go across to Nishaji now. All right, you were just saying that you also believe that color does have, so do you also as a psychologist, do you also prescribe the wearing of colors or going out into the greenery when you're, you know, kind of diagnosing and you are treating psychological disorders? Tell us a little bit about that.
One thing is I want to clarify that it is not.
Yeah, I'm coming to
Sir, carry on.
Okay, is that Dr. Kumar we have? Okay,
Yeah.
Nisha,
Am I audible?
I think we're still having a problem with Dr. Kumar there. Is it possible for my producer to take him on the line, on the phone line, so we can hear him and we can see him as well? All right, we'll try and do that. We'll just try and get you on the phone, sir, so we can hear you and we can see you as well. Nishaji, you were saying?
I was saying color therapy is what I believe it is not a main therapy. You can use it as a supportive therapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing is why I would say that Varun was telling her is, I think so I'm not pronouncing the name wrongly.
No.
He was telling it changes his environment. That somewhere I would say it may be a supportive environment and there may be a lack of confidence in the communication when he was dealing with stress in his office. So somewhere the main reason he was able to deal was the stress with whom he wants to try to build with the color. In the end of the day, it was his own will and wish. Maybe this wearing of colors gave him the
Confidence.
confidence enough to deal with the issues that he can handle the stress.
All right.
Definitely he was asking me that whether I am with the clients, I am not recommending them to wear the color, but definitely there is an environment that really has the impact on the person's psychology. Like you go into the greenery and the nature, it definitely impacts on your mind. If you are having a severe headache, you go out, if there is a cold weather or if cool breeze is there, it definitely relax your mind.
Right.
It has the impact, but you can't say that wearing a color can make change in my daily routine. I would say it is somewhere the lack of confidence. Maybe by wearing it is just normal thing. When we were kids, we were using some favorite pen. We will write with that favorite pen. All our exams will be good. And I'm finding
Yes.
the psychological effect more in spite of wearing a colors or something like
Right,
that.
right.
So
Nisha ji, I completely, agree in the sense that I remember when we were children, we used to have, instead of black boards, we had green boards, because green is something that soothes the eyes and it also helps you concentrate. So I think that is something which was, apparently that was a scientific thing to be done. We never had a black board, we had green boards. Okay, let me just, your point on the lucky pen, let me get Vipul. He's not Varun, he's Vipul from Netherlands. Vipul, can I talk to you again, please? Vipul, has it ever occurred to you that this color blue that you wore to enhance your self-confidence, what Nisha ji just said, it was your willpower, it was the fact that you gained strength in your day-to-day interactions in your workspace. But does it ever worry you that you might be too addicted to blue now, that you might be, I see you're not really wearing blue, you're wearing a light purple, which is kind of making me feel quite reassured. But do you think that you might get addicted to blue everywhere?
No,
Blue walls, blue pen, blue shirt.
It's not like that I'm addicted to it.
Great.
I've already told that my favorite color is green.
All right.
I would say every color has its own frequency. As an engineering student, I would tell you from a science point of view, every color has its own frequency, and so every color, if you use it as for the need. Suppose blue color is for enhancing confidence, green is for emotional stability. If you try to use these colors for your benefit, in whichever case you need it, so I think that could have, that's why I see it.
All right, Vipul. All right. Let me again go across to you. Okay. Other than chromotherapy, I mean, people have conceded, experts have conceded that it can be used as an additional therapy. How do you compare it with other forms of holistic treatment? For example, you have other holistic therapies, like you have the energy. Again, Reiki is another thing that is used to source energy from the universe, right? How is chromotherapy different from other holistic?
See, all the therapies have the basic, what will I say, that the basic reason for these therapies is that they balance the situation, they balance the problem, right? So even it's being color therapy or any other therapy, they work on same paradigm.
But I would say that color therapy per se is like pretty effective, cost effective, and it's pretty easy to use, and you don't have to rush to a therapist every time you have some issue. It's like, easy to use.
Yeah, no tools you needed.
Yeah.
If a client calls you and he's like, it's like
he was in Netherlands and we just
so
told him
the
like,
first primary thing we can say that just use this color and thoda aram milega, then we can use another therapy.
All right. So different chakras have, they pertain to different organs in the body, is it? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
All right. So if someone were to have, say, an eye infection like I'm having right now, what would you recommend for me? What color?
See, we would say tinges of blue.
Okay.
The reason being, first, the pain thing will be reduced.
Okay.
Blue
Cooling of the eye.
Yeah, blue
Okay.
basically
Again, that
reduces
cools.
the pain.
So like Vipul, even I'm being prescribed blue.
But we would say light blues
All
for
right.
you.
All
But
right.
even indigo color is the color of the bro chakra, which actually covers
So
the
you
eyes.
have to activate, you have to work on this chakra. So this will help
All
you.
right, we'll talk more about this when we wrap up the conversation, Vipul. So you have, see, again, I'm also being prescribed blue like you, and I hope I don't become a blue addict and start wearing only blue everywhere
Actually,
I
his
go.
was a darker blue because his was concentrated in the throat chakra.
Okay.
On
Why?
the
Why?
communication,
Okay.
the confidence part, which was ultimately achieved.
Okay, now very quickly, let's talk about the future of chromotherapy in India. We, of course, Ayurveda has been there for, centuries, since the beginning of civilization almost. You've had homeopathy and allopathy, which are, the standard forms. But holistic therapy is something which, again, people are not really very open to it yet. How do you see chromotherapy doing in India?
There is a photodynamic therapy which is recently being used. Many researches are being done in this therapy. Basically, what they do is, it is to treat the problems like cancer. What they do is they inject the chemical that is red light. They inject red light chemical, and red light has a long wavelength.
Okay.
So it goes deep into the body and it treats the cancerous cell. There has been a studies done by a researcher known as Thomas. what the research has told that he has treated 3,000 tumor cells just by this therapy. So I think that there is a great
Basically
future
a lot of
chromotherapy.
experiments and a lot of studies
Researches
have been done. Yeah. Which is actually, you know, once it's connected to science, people automatically start believing more.
Right.
And once you get the results, you automatically feel, yeah.
So how many patients do you get, say, in a month? How many people do you treat in a month? Only chromotherapy. I'm not talking of the rest.
See, we do an eclectic approach. It's not only chromotherapy.
Okay, you use it again as an addition to something else. All right. But how? I mean, holistic.
Like if we have to use only chromotherapy, I would say that about 50. Yeah, about
50 patients a month. Only chromotherapy.
Like not only,
See,
but
that's not bad at all.
We start with chromotherapy. We can't say that chromotherapy is the only therapy to be used. There are many other therapies, but for the start we would say that.
All right.
Yes.
Great. So it seems like there is a bright future for chromotherapy and people are kind of becoming more and more attracted towards it. Let me try and get Dr. Kumar again. Dr. Kumar, I hope I'm able to hear you now.
All right. Am I audible now?
Yeah, it's a slightly distorted, it seems, but all right. Your last comments, we are coming to the end of the conversation. Your last comments on chromotherapy, sir. You are a skeptic. Let's get your comments.
In the research we have seen there have been researches, but there's lack of researches that have randomized controlled trials in which the patients were divided into two different groups for the treatment randomly and then treated. So lack of these kind of researches, the evidence is poor.
Okay.
So in that sense, till date, we do not have strong evidence in favor of chromotherapy.
You are a psychologist yourself. You never prescribe colors to anyone, any of your patients?
No. Colors do change your mood, but I have never prescribed them, to be very frank.
All right.
And I have examined the studies very carefully, but I would not find any randomized controlled trial study.
All right.
For the evidence.
All right. Dr. Kumar, thank you so much. Of course, you know, skepticism will always be there, and I'm very happy that you gave us that point of view in this conversation. Thank you so much for joining us. I would like to go across to Vipul again. Vipul, your last comments, your message to the world from Netherlands on chromotherapy.
I would suggest try to make your life colorful.
Oh, beautiful. So sweet. Try to make your life colorful. All right. Thank you so much, Vipul, and all the best for your success and your future, your career in Netherlands. Do visit India once in a while, and most importantly, tell all your friends about IndiaPostLive.com, all your Indian friends, because we discuss issues, politics, Indian politics, and issues relating to India, and your friends are welcome. All of you, my viewers, are welcome to leave your audio comments and video comments on this conversation we've just had. You can tweet us, #IndiaPostLive or @IndiaPostLive. And Vipul, I would definitely like you to tell your friends about such conversations, so they can also join in and we can have many more such chats. Okay? Thanks so much, Vipul, and all the best for your career.
Good luck to you as well.
Thank you so much, Vipul. All right. Okay, so I'm so glad he's not wearing blue. Okay, and I would like to thank both of you too, Swatika and Tanushri. Thank you so much for coming in and talking to us and giving us a perspective on the chakras of the body and how color can actually heal. And all the best for your careers too. This conversation continues on IndiaPostLive.com. Do remember to leave us your posts, your messages, your tweets. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.